Did you guys wash your bowls today? If not, go wash your bowls real quick. You got to keep them clean every day, and because of that, maybe one day somebody will sniff them for you. If they are sniffable, of course, for which you gotta wash them. I'm just gonna wait a bit until you're done. Alright, so now that we are done with that, welcome guys. Today we're gonna form the Kingdom of Portugal, Brazil. And from there we're gonna try to reclaim our long lost empire. So we're playing Portugal. We're in a quite miserable state. We only have 16 factories and we have more non-core population than core population, which is fucking sad. We only got 2 research slots. And we start with this abysmal spirit that got us pretty fucking hard, as well as this army one, so we're gonna have to do some fixing the country. Well, I guess this is about right for the honorary Balkan country. Portugal focus tree is quite alright, it's nothing too crazy. It came out in the La Resistance DLC, which was a while ago. But it's gonna be enough for me, so let's start with Estado Novo. The first focus is done, so now we have to go to a royal wedding. God damn, Brazil has more factories than me. It will be a great addition to my beautiful empire. With the second focus done, we're gonna click this decision for Brazil and we're gonna hire this gentleman, Mr. Francisco. He is basically a silent workhorse that also gives us monarchist support, so we're gonna hire him. We are playing unhistorical this game and so far nothing too crazy has happened. The only thing that concerns me is that Germany is still fascist and the UK just organized the Black Shirts marches, so they're gonna be fascist too. Which means we will have a strong axis in this game. At least Japan went with the Emperor, so they are not gonna join Axis very soon. Our next focus will be promote the monarchist cause in Portugal, which will give us one more nasty debuff to add to our collection of nasty debuffs. And now we're gonna upgrade our country from an unstable republic to a unstable monarchy. Just the way I like it. And I am also gonna hire the technocrat. And with the focus done, we're now blue. Honestly, I like this color more than the green. Because with the green we looked too much like Italy. And that's fucking disgusting, bruh. Anyway, it is time for a monarchist uprising in Brazil now. Oh damn, look at that, this gentleman is giving us weekly stability. So that means after we remove our debuffs, we will get infinite stability. This is pretty fucking OP. Now that we did that focus, Brazil just became fascist, so we're gonna wait a bit for their non-allied support to tick up. So we're gonna do some industry in the meantime. Choices. Do I get 5 civilians in 140 days? Or 2 research bonus for industry, 2 civs, and a lifetime bonus of 10% construction speed. We are of course gonna go for the bonus. Because as I always say, factories I can build myself, but this bonus I'm not gonna get anywhere else. The car list have spawned and Portugal has this little tree right here in which you can help the car list. But unfortunately it all ends in this focus, which I think we only get a faction with the car list Spain if they win. And because of that I'm not gonna even bother taking any of these focuses. It would have been so cool if you could just annex and core Spain after doing this focus, but what can you do? Paradox had to make it lame. I did what I wanted to do in the industry tree, so now it's time to do the focus, the Empire of Brazil. They are not non-aligned yet, so we are gonna have to fight them in a war. I wanted to wait for them to switch, but that's gonna take until 1939 at least. And I really want to get rid of this debuff. There we go, the Empire of Brazil have spawned. And we are instantly at war with Integralist Brazil, so we're gonna send our troops there. And because we are at 0 stability, anyway, we're gonna do the focus army reorganization, which will get rid of this debuff and also give us minus 5% stability. Switzerland ate this part of Austria and Austria just refused the Anschluss. Italy is in a civil war in which the communists are winning. And Poland is also communist. And this ugly fucking green color. Republican Spain is also winning. So we got a good distribution of ideologies in this game. Oh, and look at that, the Empire of Brazil is doing very well on itself. Oh, that's because the other Brazil only has like 2 or 3 divisions and they have around 15. So I don't think it was even needed for me to come here, but it's gonna make it faster. I'm just gonna snake around for the victory points. And the war is already over. I'm just gonna try to steal the Brazilian navy. There we go, we got 2 more ships out of this war. And it's finally time to do the Kingdom Reunited, which will finally get rid of our debuff. We will annex and core the entirety of Brazil and we will get this incredible buff, the Portuguese Empire. for 20% political power and weekly manpower of 1k. This is truly one of the strongest buffs in the game, which is also infinite. And there it is. Brazil accepts the unification. We now have almost 50 million core population and 60 factories. We also get a Brazilian army and quite a bit of rubber. So far so good. If the tree was to stop right here, I would personally give this formable nation a 9 out of 10. But if you look down here, there's something odd happening. You have two focuses left. This one, which is mutually exclusive with this one, which gives you an alliance with Spain if you have them, which, as I said earlier, you should be able to core Spain in my opinion. But it's okay because you have this alternative, which will give you fucking claims on two Spanish states, Extremadura and Sevilla, which got around 3 million population. The problem with this focus is that it only gives you claim. If you would somehow be able to core those, this would be perfect. And then you get this focus, which has a very nice icon and the name is Latin America. If you don't know what this focus does, you might think that you get war goals or cores on Latin America, am I right? Well, no. You only get 3 claims from it. One on Uruguay, one in Paraguay, and one in this state of Argentina. Those 3 states have around 6 million population and some oil. And you cannot core them, which I also think you should. So this is my problem with this formable nation. It goes pretty hard in the beginning, but it lays flat on its belly in the end. Just like me, and I don't fucking like seeing myself in my Hearts of Iron games. So this formable nation with the waste potential will get a 7 out of 10 from my point of view. But anyway, enough whining. We have more shit to do, like the Focus Metropolitan Army, which only give us some army experience and some research bonuses. But this is not important. What's after it is very important. The Focus Standardization, which will give us 10% factory output. And I don't know why this is in the army branch and not in the industry branch, but I will take it. Extraction industry is the focus in Hearts of Iron 4 that probably offends me the most. It takes 70 fucking days and all it does is unlock some decisions. What decisions? These 2 decisions. Giving you 10 tungsten for 3 CVs in 90 days and 2 chromium for 1 CV. Instantly, I think. And you would say, okay, this is not that bad, but then you look at the resources of Portugal and they already have 400 fucking tungsten. And chromium is basically useless anyway. So why the fuck would Paradox think that it should give this nation more fucking tungsten when all they have is 5 steel? And that's all the way in fucking Brazil, bruh. Give me some steel in Portugal. I don't fucking care that it doesn't exist in the real world. I just want some steel. Please. Jesus. I got a little bit worked up here. Do you guys think that the Balkans look a little weird? Ignore the communist Greece. I think a little bit up north is the problem. This game is not going very well for Germany. They had to fight Austria first and now Czechoslovakia. They are also at war with France, but they are not gonna do anything because they are pussies. Also, Mexico fucked around and found out. They declared war on the United States first and then for whatever reason they went for the UK also. The situation stands as following. I want to conquer Spain, alright? But Spain is a puppet of the Soviet Union. Unfortunate. Poland exists, which makes me sad because the Germans, I know for a fact that they are gonna attack the Soviets later. And this little green abomination stands in between the Germans and the Soviets. So now the Soviets declared war on Poland, which will mean Poland will no longer exist, and the Soviets and Germans will have a border finally. So they can go to war. And when they go to war, I go to war. I'm glad you understand. USA took half of Mexico and they left the other half free and fascist. And in the Allies. Well, at least the UK did not join the Axis. Guess who's back for round 2? It's Mexico. This time with their best buddy, the United Kingdom. Poland is almost dead and the Germans are about to capitulate France immediately. And I am gonna start justifying on Spain when that happens. Serbia got a faction, the Balkan Defense League. And it seems like the Balkans have migrated to the west a little. This is all the people Germany is at war with. Yep, this sounds about right. Nah, why the fuck did you do that, Japan? You are gonna get steamrolled now. They were already losing against China and now they declared war on the Soviets. Germany is gonna join pretty soon. So I may just start justifying on Spain. I'm pretty confident I can take the Soviets. Alright, this is getting fucking ridiculous. What about we don't look at this part of the map from now on? Wait, this part is not okay either. You know what, I'm just gonna play the game like this from now on, looking at this patch of sea. It might not be very interesting, but it's a peaceful life. Relaxing, look at the waves. Ah, fuck, I need to go to war. Okay, enough of this. The strategy will be as following. Kill Spain. That's pretty much all. I will try to encircle a port and keep it there in order to kill Soviet divisions that will eventually come to Spain, but I don't know if that still works, I haven't done it in a while. So let's go. And there we go, boys. We have acquired a whole entire Spain. They are not capitulated yet because we got quite a lot of their victory points encircled here, so we can farm the Soviet army. I already killed 270k Soviets with only 37k casualties. If you ever decide to do this strategy, keep in mind that you must absolutely not let anybody in your faction or give anybody military access, because they might send troops here and capture the territory. And now all I'm gonna do for the next tower is kill divisions in those 4 pockets. So bye for a while. Well, that didn't took long at all. I was killing some divisions in Barcelona and I accidentally spammed the G key instead of the H key, which stops my division, so I took the city and Spain capitulated and I took everything. I managed to kill 500,000 Soviets, which means around 50 or 60 divisions, something like that. So yeah, the Axis is doomed now. I was their only chance. I don't really know if I should attack the Balkan Defense League. France still has the disjointed government debuff and they are at 0 manpower, so they seem very weak. But I don't know what to do. Well, what could go wrong? Let's justify on Belgium. It's gonna take 90 days. Here goes nothing. Go, boys, go! And there we go, France has capitulated. Way easier than I thought also. And why the fuck did the Germans get it? They didn't move an inch, what the fuck. I fucking hate this game. Oh my fucking god. The Soviet troops are so fucking weak here, what the fuck. Think I might just be able to retake Berlin here. Yep, that was very fucking easy. Well, France is looking like this. And I don't think we have any chance to kill this pocket, so I am off to Serbia because they are the last major power in the Balkan Defense League. So once Belgrade falls, it's fair game. Only have 40% participation, which is a bit low for the things that I did, like capitulating France, Belgium, Netherlands, Switzerland, saving Germany from capitulation, and now ending the war. I think I should have more than that, but okay game. In moments like this, I regret not playing with the player-led conference on. But it is what it is. It seems like my troops cannot get to Serbia, although Turkey is in the Axis. Do I need to get access from them or something like that? I don't think so. I think it's because of this crossing right here. And there it is. I managed to secure a pretty big encirclement right here. I'm gonna kill this and then I'm gonna take care of Slovenia here, I think. And with this, the encirclement has been closed. And now I'm gonna deal with whatever the fuck this is, because the world is not ready for Greater Slovenia. Not yet. There we go, this was easy. I'm trying to get as much war score as I can here by fighting a lot. And there we go, we finally have peace. And the first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to make a French puppet. Looks like the Germans are contesting me here. I am gonna contest them again. And this is the peace conference. I managed to secure myself a pretty hefty colonial empire, taking half of Africa, Indochina, this part of the island right here. I managed to puppet the entirety of France, and I finally resolved all the disagreements in the Balkans. Kosovo is neither Albanian nor Serbian, it's Portuguese, once and for all. We now have to capitulate the Soviets, which honestly doesn't look so hard. Oh well, for some fucked up reason, Spain has capitulated separately without the Soviets, and they were in the Comintern. I don't understand. I'm just gonna take the entirety of Spain and the ship. There we go. Back to the time lapse. And finally, the big bear has rolled over and died. Let's see, what can we get from this? Well, the peace conference is over, and I will show you what I could get, but before that, I have to warn you, this might emotionally scar you for life, and I'm gonna make a countdown. Take a deep breath and be prepared. 3, 2, 1. This is the Russia that I could puppet. This is how it looks. I have no words. I literally couldn't fix it more than this. Japan took a whole bunch of Siberia, but I could contest them, but the Germans were too fucking strong. I'm sorry I did this. I should have just given up. And yeah boys, with this horrible sight in mind, this is gonna be the end of the video. I had a lot of fun, and this nation is very powerful. Mainly because of these spirits right here. You get 25% construction speed from those, which is insane, as well as 10% factory output, infinite manpower, and 20% non-core manpower. I am almost getting 500,000 manpower just from Spain because of those bonuses. And you got around 60 million core population if you choose to integrate Angola and Mozambique also, which I did. So yeah, this is gonna be the end of the video guys, and don't forget to give it a like and a subscribe, because if you are not gonna do that, I'm gonna hit your dad with a blunt object.